NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Steelers continue to wait on Aaron Rodgers, but it appears players aren't overly concerned about the situation. Edge rusher Alex Highsmith, who recently appeared on NFL Network's The Insider, said the Rodgers wait is, quote, not a distraction at all, adding if he does sign, we're definitely going to be really excited to have him. Meantime, the Vikings are all in on second-year quarterback J.J. McCarthy. Team owner and president Mark Wilk praised McCarthy's early leadership, saying he has, quote, a gravitational pull within the locker room. Raiders pass rusher Max Crosby recently returned to the practice field for the first time since ankle surgery in December. Crosby called the return the best feeling on the planet. And running back Saquon Barkley believes the 2024 Eagles deserve to be in the history books. Recently on the Exciting Mike's podcast, Barkley said he believed the reigning Super Bowl 59 champion Eagles are a top 5 team in NFL history. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 50 and tired of your wireless bill getting higher and higher, there are 4 things to consider. 1, how much data are you really using? As we get older, we use less data on our wireless phone, but you're probably still paying for an unlimited plan that was designed for 20-somethings. 2, if you see Get a Phone on Us, get your sneakers out and run the other way. No one is giving you a free phone. You're paying for that phone over time with an overpriced rate plan and a long-term commitment. 3, check the fine print on that $15 a month plan. It's probably an intro price that'll double or triple later. You might even have to pay for several months of service up front. Number 4, be aware of cable company wireless plans. Most of your usage will be on Wi-Fi instead of 5G, and your calls and battery life could suffer. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same fast, reliable, nationwide service without the big wireless bill. Our plans start at just $20 a month.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
1230 KXO. It is 7:30 in the morning. It's Memorial Day Monday morning. Those who are celebrating double today, those birthdays, it was on Memorial Day. The big shots, sportscaster Brett Musburger, he is 86 today. Drummer Gary Peterson of the Guess Who, he's 80 years old today. Stevie Nicks, still my girlfriend, she's 77. Pam Grier is 76 today. Philip Michael Thomas, he was the sidekick on Miami Vice. He's 76 today. Country singer Hank Williams Jr., he had a famous dad. He's 76. We have actor Doug Hutchison. He was in The Green Mile, a great movie. He's 65. Jeannie Francis, she was on General Hospital forever. Don't know if she's still there. She's 63. Bob Goldthwait used to be funny. He's 63, still out there trying. Lenny Kravitz is 61 today. South Park co-creator Matt Stone is 54, and singer Lauryn Hill, a great talent. I guess she just doesn't do anything with it. Anyway, she's 50 years old today. She's famous. Anyway, then Lauryn Hill, very, very nice singer. Now we've got the local birthdays, local people coming up next.
For more than a century, AM radio has evolved to meet the needs of our community. In their car, at home, or on the job, more than 80 million listeners depend on AM radio each month. AM radio is also the backbone of the emergency alert system, which keeps us safe in dangerous times. It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Birthdays for this Memorial Day Monday: Alex Romero, Robert Garcia, Kyla Romero, Caroline Calderon, Joshua Potter, Tanya Hawk, Justine Stewart, Francis Munoz, Alejandro Ibarra, Sue Reardon. We have Robert Neal, Bob Holt, Dave Murray Jr., Gladys Villa, Michael Yates, Mike Castro, Colt Britsky, Rudy Lisaola, and Preston Ellis. Happy birthday to each and every one.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
And that brings us to the World in California news headlines, brought to you by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News Brief. A Vietnam veteran in Florida puts 22 crosses in his yard each Memorial Day to honor his friends who died in the war.
I can't let them go. They were my friends. I remember them, and I will always remember them.
After Russia launched a massive attack on Ukraine, President Trump says Vladimir Putin has gone absolutely crazy.
I don't like what Putin is doing, not even a little bit. He's killing people. And something happened to this guy, and I don't like it.
A reverend in Minneapolis led a protest yesterday to mark the 5th anniversary of George Floyd's death and pushed Target stores to reestablish its commitment to DEI he says they haven't kept.
5 years ago, the CEO of Target said that George Floyd could have been one of his employees, and with no pressure, made a pledge of $2 billion. To see mega companies now walk away from diversity, equity, and inclusion is a stark contrast from where we were 5 years ago.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. A water rescue in San Francisco over the weekend. A sailboat taking on water. Rescue crews saving 8 people on board, but the captain refused to leave the vessel, insisting it be towed in.
We're trying to get this captain to leave his boat, although that's the story of the pirates. No one leaves their boat. The captain goes down with the boat. So here we are, trying to keep him safe.
By Lieutenant Mariano Elias, a professional marine towing service was called in to retrieve the vessel and the captain. The state suing over legislation President Trump is expected to sign into law, overturning California's effort to phase out gas-powered vehicles. Republican Congressman Kevin Kiley.
35 Democrats, as you said, in the House joined us because the policy is completely crazy. It's unworkable. And thankfully now it's not actually going to happen.
Governor Gavin Newsom says the vote illegally undermines California's clean air effort and vehicle program. Gas prices in the state, $4.85 a gallon, down 6 cents from last week. Jeff Scott, California News.
And the World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And we've got page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors and Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. In the KXO newsroom, today is Memorial Day. Ceremonies are being held this morning throughout the area. Starting at 9 o'clock this morning, VFW Post 9305 hosting a service at Evergreen Cemetery in El Centro. Captain Ryan Karstens, commanding officer of NAF El Centro, is scheduled to give a short talk on the meaning of Memorial Day. At 10 a.m., City of El Centro and VFW Post 9305 will host a ceremony at the Veterans Memorial Wall at Buckland Park. With the solemn event, they'll pay tribute to the brave men and women of the United States military who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country. VFW Commander Lee Quarcelino, he will be the guest speaker. At 11 a.m., the Calexico Baja Runners will host Memorial Day ceremonies at Mountain View Cemetery in Calexico. Guest speakers include Roger Rubalcaba and Captain Ernesto Ruedas. The public is encouraged to attend any or all of the ceremonies on Memorial Day today, this morning. And Congressman Dr. Raul Ruiz sent a letter to the governor. He had something to say.
In the May revise of the California budget, the governor announced that another state prison will be closed this year. He did not specify which one. The congressman wants to ensure it's not the Calipatria State Prison. In the letter to the governor, Dr. Ruiz explained the devastating economic impact such a decision would have on the Imperial Valley, where employment is already the highest in the state at 16%. More than triple the state average. The congressman called on the governor to work collaboratively with him and local leaders to find alternate solutions that do not jeopardize the livelihood or increase economic hardship in this region.
And we'll have more in just a minute.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
And the National Weather Service says there will be little change in this week's weather. Expect near to slightly above normal temperatures through midweek, with slight warming later in the week. The National Weather Service says a trough of low pressure passing through the Intermountain West will bring a wind to the Imperial and Yuma valleys with gusts to 20 to 30 miles per hour. Memorial Day high temperatures today are near 101. Overnight lows will be in the 60s. Look for the potential for cooler weather and breezy conditions by next weekend. And a program that paid jurors $100 per day has ended. Pilot program authorized by AB 1981 ended May 19th. A juror pay in Imperial County will revert to the $15 per day and with 34 cents per mile travel. The change comes with the governor's May revised budget. The money not spent by AB 1981 pilot program will be used to offset the state's budget shortfall. Imperial County was one of several counties participating in that program. Page one of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body?
Huh?
That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Is your everyday congestion preventing you from enjoying life's big moments? Try Vicks Sinex Saline today and get yourself back in the action. Vicks Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion with a gentle ultrafine mist. Sinex Saline's drug-free, no-mess formula instantly moisturizes and soothes dry, irritated nasal passages for quick and effective relief. Get back to enjoying life's big moments to the fullest without having to worry about everyday congestion holding you back. Just Sinex, breathe, use as directed.
And it's now time for page 2 of the local news and the local weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. 2 people were injured in a Friday night traffic accident. The incident was reported at about 7:40 p.m. on Highway 98 and Barbara Worth Road. 2 cars collided, resulting in one of the cars to roll over. 2 people sustained major injuries. One was transported by Mercy Air to a Desert Regional Medical Center. The other by ambulance to El Centro Regional Medical Center. California Highway Patrol is investigating that incident. And Border Patrol arrests one. Carol Buckley has that story.
At about 10:30 Monday morning, Border Patrol agents stopped a pickup truck with a trailer on Highway 86 near Indio. A Border Patrol canine alerted to the vehicle. A search resulted in the discovery of a compartment. And in that compartment, agents found 36 packages containing a substance that tested positive for methamphetamine. The narcotics with a street value of $96,000. The 27-year-old driver was arrested.
And we'll take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For May specials, try our Pineapple Martini or an ice-cold bottle of Busch Light for $3.99. May plate of the month is a machaca torta. And we now offer a new seasonal dessert, the Churro Ice Cream Sandwich. Burgers and Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers and Beer, for the best burger in town.
The high temperature yesterday, 97 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 67. National Weather Service says dry conditions with temperatures remaining near to slightly above normal through the midweek. A pattern change expected late this week, resulting in a slight boost in temperatures, with the highs peaking at around 102 to 106 across the lower deserts, resulting in locally moderate heat risk. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies this Memorial Day Monday. Highs right near 101. South to southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Increasing clouds tonight. Overnight lows around 70. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunny on Tuesday. Highs right near 100. Southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now, we're looking at 72 degrees, 43% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality still moderate in El Centro, still good for the rest of the region. Local news and the weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer, place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet the friends at Burgers and Beer.
It's employee pricing with the Ford crew.
Employee pricing for everyone. A great time to buy.
Now everyone pays what we pay.
On Ford trucks.
So you can tow what we tow.
SUVs.
Carpool like we carpool.
And Bronco Sport.
Off-road like we off-road. But what about my parking spot?
It's just employee pricing, not parking.
What a relief. I love that parking spot.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Oh, should I make name tags for everyone?
It's employee pricing for everyone. They don't actually work here.
Can I still make them?
Sure.
Available on the purchase or lease of select new 2024 and 2025 Ford and Lincoln vehicles. U.S. residents only. Prior purchases and AXZD plan ineligible. Place a retail order or take delivery from an authorized Ford or Lincoln dealer stock by 7/7/25. Exclusions apply. See a participating dealer for details.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers.
And Sports Time is brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Auto racing, lots of auto racing yesterday. It's a tradition, Memorial Day tradition. Alex Palau of Spain, he took the traditional Indy 500, the first time he's won that. In fact, I don't think he's won very many IndyCar races at all. Alex Palau, the Indy 500 winner. In the Concord, North Carolina, the Coca-Cola Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Ross Chastain, he took that one. He was number one Chevy in his white fire suit. He won that race. And Red Bull team winner, Red Bull leader, Kristen Horner, he was the leader or the winner in Monaco, which is also held every Memorial Day, but not for Memorial Day purposes, but held anyway. And the NBA scoreboard, it was the playoff action. Knicks beat the Pacers 106-100 in the East Finals. Game 3, Indiana leads that series 2-1. Today, it'll be the Thunder and the Timberwolves. Oklahoma City leads that series 2-1. National Hockey League also in their finals series. The West Finals, Edmonton leads the series 2-1. They beat the Oilers beat the Stars 6-1 yesterday. Today, it'll be the Hurricanes at the Panthers. Florida could wrap it up. They lead that series 3-0. And we'll have more. We got some WBA and WNBA scores and baseball scores coming up.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And in the WNBA, it was the Dream at the Suns. The Dream beat the Suns 79-55. Sparks over the Sky 91-78. Mercury beat Mystics 68-62. And it was the Storm all over the Aces 102-82. In Major League Baseball, the Tigers shut out the Guardians 5-0. Orioles beat the Red Sox 5-1. Brewers got by the Pirates 6-5. Giants keep on rolling. They're doing really good. 3-2 over the Nationals. Cubs beat the Reds 11-8. It was the Rays. They shut out the Blue Jays 13-0. The Royals and the Twins went 10 innings. Kansas City won 2-1. It was the Astros over the Mariners 5-3. Rangers beat the White Sox 5-4. It was the Cardinals. Cardinals beat the Diamondbacks 4-3. Yankees over the Rockies 5-4. Athletics defeated the Phillies 5-4. Marlins shut out the Angels 3-0. Padres won. Believe it or not, they won another one 5-3 over the Braves. Hopefully, the Padres have finally found their niche again. The Mets beat the Dodgers by a score of 3-1. At the U.S. Open semifinalist, Emma Navarro lasted only 57 minutes at the French Open, losing 6-0, 6-1 the first round of Monday to Jessica Bauzas-Monero of Spain. So Navarro is out. Emma Raducanu, she's still in. She came through a grueling French Open opener and moves on to the second round. And she had to work for it, but she made it. Ben Griffin in golf figured it wouldn't be easy, even after immediately breaking his tie with co-leader Matti Schmid and leading by 5 shots, just 5 holes into the final round of Colonial. He held on to win. He takes home the trophy for the Colonial. New York Knicks season was on the ropes as they entered the inner final quarter of Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals Sunday night. Through the first 3 periods, Indiana Pacers already up 2-0 in the best of 7 series, seemingly withstood everything they had, but well, the Knicks held on. Buffalo Sabres star forward Tage Thompson, he scored the winner at 2:02 at overtime, and the Team USA outlasted Switzerland 1-0 in the final of the Ice Hockey World Championship Sunday. I didn't even know they played that. Anyway, Alex Palau, he's the ceremonial winner. Not the ceremonial winner, he's the winner of the Indy 500. Kyle Larson had entered both those races, 500, Indy 500, and the Coca-Cola 600. He raced in both of them, completed neither. He crashed at the Indy 500. made it out to North Carolina, Charlotte Motor Speedway, where he raced there and crashed as well. Pirates O'Neill Cruz had the hardest hit ball since StatCast started tracking in 2015. A home run off the Brewers' Logan Henderson on Sunday that left the bat at 122.9 miles per hour and splashed into the Allegheny River. Okay. That was going pretty good. Southern Conference schools were awarded 8 of the 16 regional sites for the NCAA baseball tournament on Sunday, tying the record set in 2023. The rest of the 64-team field and first-round matchups will be announced today by the Division I Baseball Committee. That's sports. Sports has been brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it's time to take a look at the financial news and weather. Brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company, and that protects you and your home, business, and your construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The markets, of course, are closed today because of the holiday. Stocks, a feverish rebound over the past month, took a pause as growing concerns about the fiscal deficit have sent Treasury yields roaring higher, and President Trump is once again threatening to escalate the tariffs. On Friday, Trump threatened to place a direct 25% tariff on Apple products not made in the United States, while also warning he'd ramp up duties on the European Union to 50% at the start of June. This solidified a week of decline for stocks as the NASDAQ Composite and Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped about 2.4%. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 slid roughly 2.6% on the week. On Sunday, Trump said he'd delay the EU tariff until at least July 9th. In the week ahead, updates on the trade war and Trump's pending tax bill will remain in focus, while quarterly results from NVIDIA are expected to take center stage on Wednesday after the market close. Reports from Okta, Salesforce, and Costco will also receive investor attention. A release of the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge on Friday will headline the economic data schedule. Markets are closed today, Memorial Day. We've got your weather. That's coming up next.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their number 1 priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 97 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 67. National Weather Service says dry conditions with temperatures remaining near to slightly above normal through the midweek. A pattern change expected late this week, resulting in a slight boost in temperatures, with the highs peaking at around 102 to 106 across the lower deserts, resulting in locally moderate heat risk. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies this Memorial Day Monday. Highs right near 101. South to southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Increasing clouds tonight. Overnight lows around 70. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunny on Tuesday. Highs right near 100. Southeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 74 degrees, 43% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is still moderate in El Centro. Air quality is still good for the rest of the region. This financial news and weather has been brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Enter to win a $50 gift certificate from 360 Business Product. No purchase necessary, and you need not be present to win. Simply log on to KXORadio.com. Click on the 360 Business Products Enter to Win giveaway link with your name, email address, or phone number, and you're entered. Or call KXO Radio 760-352-1230 with your name, address, and phone number. Your $50 value gift certificate can be redeemed for office products from 360 Business Products. Winner can win once a year. Winner to be announced end of every month.
Congratulations to local artist Marco Bejarano, the $50 gift certificate winner for April.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Throughout the year, we have contests on KXO AM 1230. This allows you the opportunity to have some great fun and a chance to win some nice prizes. In order to allow as many people as possible a chance to win, we've established a few ground rules for on-air contests. Number 1, you must be 18 years of age or older to win. Number 2, only one winner per family per contest in any 4-week period. And number 3, copies of any of the rules and conditions for specific contests will be available at the KXO studios. It's just that simple. So good luck. Have fun and keep listening to KXO AM 1230.
KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
At the tone, it'll be 8 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Cammie McCormick. It is Memorial Day, the unofficial start of summer, and the day Americans honor the veterans who died protecting this nation. Vietnam veteran James Layson set up 22 crosses in his Florida front yard to remember some who didn't come home from that war.
Those crosses out front have the names of those 22 guys on it. I can't let them go. They were my friends.
At Arlington National Cemetery, President Trump will lay a wreath at Arlington Cemetery shortly. Earlier, he was on social media blasting Harvard and vowing to take away billions of dollars in funding. He said he was considering giving the money to trade schools. He also said he's waiting for Harvard to provide a list of foreign students. After a phone call with the European Union chief, President Trump will delay his 50% tariffs on the bloc so that negotiations can continue. European Commission spokeswoman Paula Penho.
First of all, it was a good call. Basically, they agreed both to fast-track the trade negotiations and to stay in close contact. Now, there's now also a new impetus for the negotiations.
Trump had said the talks were going nowhere. He also lashed out yesterday at Russia's president for the continued violence in Ukraine.
I don't like what Putin is doing, not even a little bit. He's killing people. And something happened to this guy, and I don't like it.
Russia's barrage of drones overnight was the biggest attack since the war in Ukraine began. Germany said today that it and its allies will no longer impose range limits on weapons they provide to Ukraine. The French president said he hoped Trump's anger at Putin translates into action. In Gaza, there was another deadly Israeli strike overnight. Dozens of Palestinians taking shelter in a school were killed. The strike comes as a U.S.-backed group plans to start aid operations in Gaza, despite criticism that it will separate Palestinians at distribution points. Linda Gradstein has the latest.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said that the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation had begun distributing aid in Gaza in a new system that Israel says will stop Hamas from seizing the aid. The foundation said it is opening a number of distribution points where aid for some 1 million Gazans will be distributed. The move came despite the sudden resignation of the foundation's chairman, Jake Wood, who said it will not be possible to implement the plan while adhering to humanitarian standards.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is in Jerusalem, sent there by President Trump following the killing of 2 Israeli embassy staffers in Washington last week. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it. Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/55 to learn more. It's 24 monthly bill credits and 2 new lines with autopay for well-qualified customers plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Chargers sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
New numbers show global wine sales are falling to record levels. Reporter Brad Gibson says it's all about a change in attitude.
Wine consumption in 2024 was down 3% worldwide, almost 6% in the U.S., according to the International Organization of Vine and Wine. Rob McMillan is a wine industry analyst with Silicon Valley Bank.
Moving into the limelight are consumers that drink pretty equally across categories. It's not that they don't like wine, it's that they don't like wine as much as the boomers liked wine.
And they're drinking more premium wines.
Less but better seems to be the general trend worldwide.
McMillan predicts it will be 3 to 5 years before wine sales start growing again. Brad Gibson for CBS News.
It's the most significant drop in wine consumption since 1961. Nordic nations said today they stand in solidarity with Denmark and Greenland in the face of President Trump's threats to seize the Danish territory. Norway's prime minister said they will face the threat under the law of the sea. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out collection letters, garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance. And you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it even harder to get out of debt. Don't let tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in taxpayer assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Let them fight on your behalf, helping to put your tax problems to rest. Call the tax professionals at Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time.
With George Gale.
Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
AM 1230.
I could have used a little more cowbell.
KXO.
1230, KXO.